health and wellness.
Okay, let's call the meeting order to do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I've got a couple of things and then amendments that we got to add to this. One of them is election of officers tonight. And the other was introduced to two new board members that were appointed by Judge Lucy. It is Amanda Levlin and Cindy with an I Taylor. So we'll get that out of the way real quick and hopefully nothing is too dramatic here, that we usually have quick meetings and we get them over with fairly quick. And next agenda is election of officers. So I need open the motion to open up the election of officers.
So moved.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay, first one is for the president. Need nominations for president.
I nominate you, Warren.
I'll
Can I
second.
second that?
I've got a second, all in favor, well, any other nominations? Nominations are closed, and I need a vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, yeah, now, for vice president, I'm gonna nominate Brent. He's vice president last year, so, I need a
I'll
second,
I'll
it's
second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Yeah. And now for secretary, I was gonna say secretary treasurer, but we don't have no money, so.
Yeah, I don't get that.
For secretary, and
Anybody else wants it?
I'm gonna nominate Cindy with a Y Taylor.
I'll second that.
All in favor, any other nominations? Nominations closed, all in favor?
She does an excellent job.
Say aye.
Aye.
All- You got it again, so. Okay, starting out, old business. Jake, you wanna just talk about the solar lights and everything, our old business?
Yeah, sure. The solar lights are still functioning. I just checked them on Friday. Every time I go up, I check them, make sure they're operating properly and they're nice and bright and then nobody's damaging. There's nothing missing. All that good stuff. The tractor damage that we talked about last ago, it's been repaired and we have no problems with it as of yet. Of course, we dealt with the trailer gate on the 16-foot trailer that fell off in South City Parks where I helped us fix it.
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just need to look loud.
Yes, ma'am.
Step to the podium.
What's that?
Step to the podium. Talk a little louder.
So yeah, the 16-foot trailer, we lost the gate when we were in Rome. Greg was pulling up on it with the tractor or the mower, and it just fell off. It's like, whoa. So that was kind of a hairy situation, but we got it back into town. Tell City Parks and Rec gives a hand fixing it. That was incredibly well done.
Yes.
That was very, very gracious of them. Excuse me. Then they also helped us with the 8-foot trailer. The deck was failing. We had to repair that. But there's some of the cross members, there were not enough of the cross members. And again, Doug jumped on it and welded new ones in for us. Huge. Wheel bearing falling off the Skag. We're at the airplane crash site, repaired that. Eagle Bluff hours. Talk about that in a bit, but we changed them. Jeremy Farmer Trail, I just had somebody walk that 2 days ago, I guess it was Monday. They came back and I was up there when it came out and just go, wow, that was beautiful, that was great, what an awesome, what do you call it? a gift for the family. But, so that was all there. And of course, money, and that's what it is. Get by.
Okay, well, the new business is gonna be, Eagles Bluff. I imagine everybody's already seen some, comments on Facebook about people's upset with Eagles Bluff being closed on weekends and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My feeling, and I want everybody's input in it, that I like just go ahead and change it and open it up 24/7, 7 days a week, and try it for a couple of 3 months. As most everybody knows, Amanda's not aware, our plans are to put an electronic gate up there. And last month, we thought we had the funding for all of it. But we didn't get the full funding. We got maybe half of it. So we got to reach out and try and find other sources for income to put a gate up. And if we put a gate up, that would work. Then that way it'll be shut down late in the evenings, but it'll be open on weekends. And I think weekends is the big thing. People want to go up there and go walking. I mean, we go up there a lot of times and have a picnic lunch on Saturday. So I understand where they're coming from about being closed, but the reason we closed it was the county didn't have the money to cover the overtime or comp time for the rec department, which is only 2 people. Right now, just one, to go up in the mornings and unlock it, and then go back up in the evenings and lock it back up at a later time. They get off work at 3:30, and then they just have to go back up there later on in the evening and lock it up. And it was a lot of extra expense, plus wear and tear and gas in the vehicle. So we decided to shut it down for the winter months, but we're catching some heat over it. Like I said, I understand. I like to open it up for 24/7 for 2-3 months. Hopefully by then, maybe we can have the funding. My concern is, and I think Jake's brought this up, and we went through this before up there with stuff getting tore up, kids partying. And I reached out and talked to the county sheriff, Dave Falkenberg, and also to County Police Chief Lee Hall. And they both agreed to have officers at night when they're up that direction to swing up and see if there's anybody up there in the park, what's going on. And my main concern is we don't want people up there camping all night. You know, they're up there having a picnic, and when the picnic's over with, they need to leave. I mean, I don't want stuff to work, and that's our biggest concern. And Jake and I talked about also that if we do open it up 24/7, there's going to be some extra expense that we do not have money in our budget to cover. And I sent a letter to the commissioners today about utilities, electricity, because we're going to have lights on up there at nighttime, because we can't leave it dark and let people go up there. And the other thing is the trash. Our collection of trash is going to be probably double what it is now. And I wasn't aware until today that the county parks department has to pay the county recycling to take our trash. And I don't think the parks board should have, or the parks department should have to pay for getting rid of our trash. I mean, the county's got control of the trash, solid waste. We're part of the county, and I feel that we shouldn't have to pay for it. But I sent a letter to the auditor and to the commissioners and reference that. So hopefully by Tuesday night at the commissioners meeting, we'll have an answer.
About what is spent annually for trash?
I have 175 in the budget.
175.
So you expect that to double?
I can't say that, that it'll double. I just am anticipating a great increase.
So on the, utilities, you have a certain budget for that too, correct?
Yeah, and
I don't know how it went
I
from
can
last
find it in
year.
there, but it's
Yeah,
gonna,
I don't
for Eagles
know.
Bluff, it will more than double. I'm gonna have to turn the lights on.
Can you turn one parking lot light on or is it one,
It's all together.
it's all
It's
together?
all one unit, parking lot as well as the path going up to the visitor center.
Are they dusted on?
No, I throw a breaker in the breaker box and it all comes on.
Utilities is $5,500 a year. That's water, sewage, electricity, so,
That's for all the ones.
yes. So, I mean,
I don't know how we did last year.
We were lacking, I believe it was 2 months. I don't quote me, but I think it was 2 months worth. And there's a little bit of estimating going on with Greg and I as far as how much it's going to be. So we estimated shovel money that we're able to shovel, put it into the utility fund, covered us for the rest of the year, and then there's some monies left.
Okay, so you didn't have enough with the budget, you
Correct.
had to shuffle.
Correct.
I mean, that's just where we'd have to go before the, council and ask for,
ask for,
yeah.
Additional
additional
appropriation, is that what-
appropriation.
okay, gotcha.
One thing I do want to say, just not to back up real quick, but with the gate hours and stuff, I want to reiterate with that, it did not come from the council per se, complaining about comp hours. It came out of a meeting of a policy book, whatever they call that, the policy book meeting, handbook meeting.
Handbook,
Yeah,
employee
And-
handbook.
a discussion in it. And I know I've talked to Chris, the auditor again, that just kind of got all kind of twisted and crooked, with those. Because I talked to the commissioners and I've talked to the council. When it comes to the parks hours, that time between especially May and October, that's gonna be different hours than what, November through,
Yeah,
April. It's
Yeah.
just it's the animal that you work with. You've got the hours or the longer hours, you've got better weather and more work to do during that time. So I wish there was a way to figure that out to adjust it, but
the electronic gate would be a blessing.
that would be a big blessing.
And I'm hoping that somewhere down the line, we can come up with the other part of what the cost is to put it in, and then we can set the timer and we won't have to worry about it. And I do think with, if we open it up with the sheriff's department and Canton Police Department swinging up through there quite a bit, because the county officers are in Canton quite a bit anyway, up at Rocky Point going toward Rome and Tobin Sport stuff. It's not really out of their way to swing up there and just drive through and come back down. And Canton is not very big. I know that at one time, Canton officers got bored just driving in Canton, and they would venture out a little bit and they'd go up to the dam. And it's not that much, 300 yards out of the city limits of Canton, so.
So that's not actually in their jurisdiction, is
No,
that what you're saying?
but under Indiana statute, they still have arrest powers up there, whether they're in Canton or not.
Gotcha.
Just token of being a sworn police officer, they got arrest powers. If they see something going on, they can take actions toward it. It's not like they have to call and ask the county unit to come and take care of it for them. They can take care of if there's any problem. And I think if people realize that, there's going to be officers swinging up by there, that's going to help a whole bunch too. But
and you still will swing by there daily, whether it's, to check on it.
We have to,
Yeah, at least,
currently what I do is almost every time. At the end of the shift, when I lock the place, I also clean the visitor center doors and restrooms. So that will still have to be done, whether in the beginning of the shift or at the end of the shift. The problem per se that I see is problem, good thing for me. If I'm not having to go up there twice every day on the weekend and on holidays, and I just show up on Monday, what's gonna be the condition of the facilities on
Monday morning.
And then,
I mean,
How
that's
much
something
time
that
you
it's
can
gonna be a
have to spend
problem.
there.
I think that's a chance we take.
I think
What time is your shift over at 4?
3 o'clock, I go 7 to 3 with no lunch. Obviously in the summertime, it's really, really busy, so that 3 o'clock time fluctuates a little bit.
Because sometime you can push for time for doing all the mowing here in the county parks. And maintenance of whatever buildings need to maintenance, so. I just, my personal opinion, I like to try it for a couple, 3 months and see what happens. If we start getting stuff tore up, we'll start locking it back down. I mean, I don't know how everybody else feels, but.
Won't know till we try.
Yeah, and hopefully it will, people, if the people's wanting to use it, hopefully they'll take care of it. And yes, there is bad apples everywhere, but hopefully the people really want to use it, they see something that's going on, they will say something about it. They won't just turn their head and go the other way, so.
When do you want to start this, or we decide?
Well, we need to have a vote, we need a motion and vote on it, but
I'll make a motion that we keep it open 24/7.
do I get a second?
Do you need a date on that?
I'd say
On the
open up, take the signs
How about
Yeah,
February 1st?
Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, just open it up as soon as we can and, or well, see, Monday's a holiday, and yeah, Monday, you won't be working Monday, so it'll be Tuesday.
So are we taking the signs
I can take
down?
the signs down
Just
tomorrow.
covering the back.
Okay,
I mean, if it's kind of off,
yeah, well, we can do that. That way I'll give them this weekend if they wanna.
that's exactly what I was thinking, because you have the holiday the Monday.
Let's change your motion if you want to do it tomorrow.
So moved.
All in favor?
Okay.
And that, no. I think,
I have a question, just
okay.
a little devil in me. So do we also have to ask the Cannleton mayor for permission for the Cannleton Police Department to circulate in that area?
I
Or
think
no.
the police
I
chief
don't want
has,
to get them in trouble.
police chief has control, and police, that's no problem. 'Cause at
Okay.
one time, the police department account used to do that back
I
many
thought I
years ago.
remembered that, yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like they're gonna be running up there 10 times a night, And a lot of times, the county units are patrolling counting, so there's usually somebody around up there, so.
Okay, I'll just,
Then tomorrow, when you're out tomorrow, if you just want to take it down and chain the gate open, if you got a chain or some way to open it, keep.
I can open it, I can't, at this moment, I can't chain it open, but I can get some chain locks, and chain it open if you want to.
Yeah,
Because it's okay.
how hard, it'll swing, closed fairly easy, won't it?
But I don't know what it's called, if the post in the ground, gate hits it, then the latch comes up.
Comes up, yeah,
oh, okay, it
Keeps
latches
it
it.
open
Okay.
until you go open.
okay.
Well,
I just
I
think
can also chain
if we chain it, that way nobody's gonna go and flip that latch and shut it, just, and shut it and then go up there and party.
Yeah.
I'm giving them ideas, but like I said, we'll try it and and if it don't work out, we'll go back to locking it until we can get the money for the gate.
How many trash cans do you have up there?
Yeah.
How many trash cans?
4 large ones, and then, of course, the Russian has one, smaller. The, question I have, taking the signs down, we have the very large sign that has the hours on it, what used to be the hours. Greg didn't want to take that down when he was with us, so we didn't, it's still up. We just went up top, put a new sign in the ground that gave the new hours, and closing days. Are y'all wanting both signs pulled down? I would imagine?
That's a good question, because I was gonna ask, are we just gonna cover it up? Or are we going to dismantle them?
Is
Because
the
in
old
3
sign
months, we
wood?
might be back doing the
It
same
is not
thing.
wood, I don't believe. I believe it's metal, and I believe it's held in with some bolts.
Oh.
So I can take the bolts out, drop the sign, and try to find a place to store it in case we go back to this process.
Is there room in that storage room there inside the,
That's exactly what I was thinking. There should be.
there should
We
be?
don't use that.
I know they'll
block
use it
house
at election. I think that's where they
Oh,
store the
you're talking
machines.
in.
I'm talking in the actual
Okay, no,
facility.
there's a storage house, right? a block
Oh,
house
okay.
Yeah.
On the property. I don't
that the
remember what
green
Greg told me that used to be. Now,
It's green, is that the green?
the green building is a trailer. That's where we park the tractor at.
Gotcha.
So back, excuse me, you have the visitor center going up to the bluff. There's a block building there.
The old restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're totally dismantled. I've been in them a couple times. It's like, wow, this is full of spiders.
There's nothing, I mean, you don't use that for storage
We
now?
don't use it right now. I'm going to move some of the items from our shop up there. That Greg has told me for months that we don't use. I'm like, why aren't they up there?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move some stuff up there. I'll be in place anyways. It's to put that sign in there. I mean, think, how many mil thick
Yeah.
is that?
It just leans
It-
against the
It'll
wall.
go in there. If we wanna take it down.
Well, you know, if we don't take it down, if the gate's open, it's, you know, the park's open whether the sign's there or not.
Correct.
And instead of maybe have to handle that sign twice, you know, take it down and maybe have to put it back up, and we just leave it up, but leave the gate open, if people sees the gate open, they don't pay attention to the sign anyway, they're gonna drive up there. Or at
Both
least,
signs you're saying just leave up.
the big sign,
The big
the one with the one that's got the hours of 3 o'clock and closed on weekends, that one needs to come down.
That's our brand new one.
Yeah. But the old sign, I just leave it there for now, and we'll wait and see what happens, and
During the trial period.
yes, and
Gotcha.
then if we,
Because that was, I'm glad you brought that up, because that was on my list.
so just leave the old sign up, take the new sign down.
Then as far as we talk about right down here. So 2 to 3 month trial period?
Yes.
Do we want to put an end date on that?
I think we should, absolutely.
Well, I'd say let's see. By 1st of April, our meeting date in April, we should have some idea of what's going on. And I'm hoping by then,
You're so good. I
And
was
we
gonna
can
ask
have-
you.
hopefully funding to get the gate up,
So we're talking on April 8th, would
whenever,
be the meeting date? That's
whenever
fine.
our meeting
The
date.
11th.
But, you know,
April
if,
11th is a Saturday? Am I looking at the wrong time?
If we're in March, or at least mine's showing March 11th. For,
Oh, we said April.
oh, we said April?
Yeah, we're in April.
right.
Sorry, it is April. You were right.
Now, you know, if we don't have any problems in the next few months, do we want to go ahead and pursue the gate? You know, we can get the money kind of promised to us, and if we don't have problems with them tearing stuff up, do we want the expense of putting the gate up and have to maintain it? I mean, that's something we need to address
Well, if
somewhere
we're
down the road.
pursuing a grant, which
Yes,
we're in the process, we will have to put specific what it will be used for.
right,
So
if we get,
if we get that, we
Yeah.
will have to, yeah. And we can leave that open as far
well,
as
we
that
can,
goes.
we can open it up, I mean, set the timer for a longer period of time
Right.
too. So, Okay,
Just because you apply for a grant doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
right.
Exactly.
So it's all based on that trial period that we're talking about.
And let's see. Okay, the riprap for,
For Eagle Bluff.
Eagles Bluff.
It was mentioned a couple months ago. I cannot find the documents that have an answer of, was that approved, was it not? I asked Greg, he said he thinks it was not approved.
I don't think it wasn't approved either. It was discussed.
Do we know when that was discussed, or I can go back and look at them?
I think it's been a while. How much riprap do you think you need?
I do not know yet. Kind of leaning on Greg when I was asking these questions of him. Basically, he's like, well, get the approval of, should we push forward? And so I've been standing back waiting until, if you guys say, yeah, let's look into it. Then I will look into it and I can bring more information to you
Yeah,
and
me-
to the commissioners.
Need to find out how much it's gonna cost, because your facility groundskeeping, I don't know if it almost had fall under that. You've only got,
There's not enough.
$3,000 for the whole year, and that's
Nowhere near
that's
enough.
not, I was gonna say, there's a construction guy all wrong. 3,000 not getting too much riprap with it, you know.
Where are you putting your crap? Where are you looking at?
At Eagles Bluff, right at the bottom, you start to go up on your right side. It's extremely steep hills coming down. The grade is scary to say the least. Greg seemed to have no problem with it. He's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, no, I'm scared to death all the time. But what it does do is it puts a lot of wear and tear on the equipment.
Right.
But then there's also the element of danger for having somebody cutting at that angle. So their safety is always a concern.
Well, you can look, I have to say, look into it and see how much riprap would a truckload actually run. I get probably Balzer could give you an idea of it. With everybody, with the budget for the Parks Department, like other county offices this year, everybody's budget is thin, really thin. So we kind of have to.
Would it
Plan.
be, and this is just where I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna try to say the word, aesthetically pleasing looking, if it's just on one side and not the other. I've got grants going through my mind. I've got several different places to maneuver toward. So would it
Well,
look
we
better?
We do not do anything with the left side other than spray,
Ground
essentially.
Yeah,
I can't say the word of it.
But-
A chemical.
right.
But we don't go down there. There is, I believe, riprap down in that side. Aesthetically speaking, I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference as long as we care for it by spraying it. That's my opinion.
Okay. I was just trying to think,
I mean, you don't want to look like a trash heap, you know?
right.
Right.
And that would be terrible. It's a beautiful park. And all of a sudden you're driving in going, oh, what's going on here?
Right, because that's what I was thinking, if we get matched on either side,
And
then
I
it would look.
think it'd be fine. I did speak to, I cannot recall the gentleman's name, please forgive me, but he's highway department,
See how,
Steve.
The highway superintendent.
Yeah. Spoke with him and said, look, this is what I'm planning to do here at this meeting right now. And said, is that something all y'all could help with, shaving our costs down then? He said, most likely, yes. Obviously, then he's gonna wanna have a meet and greet, see what's going on out there, what's gonna need to happen, if it can or cannot.
Right.
But he's willing to, at this point,
kind of,
assist us with,
Well, and I think they got some riprap stockpile out at the highway garage, but,
oh, dude,
you know, now, you and Greg took care of the snow as far as plowing snow on the road up there? Or did the county highway department run a snow plow up
County
through there?
highway from what Greg told me is refused to go up there, which that's too dangerous.
The hills,
It's a very steep grade,
oh yeah,
which is something I was going to ask, I forgot. When we were talking about having the gate there, or in the process of opening 24/7. What do we do in the winter time?
How do you
Ice and
normally
snow.
clear?
This year, I was out of town, I was in California when the snow hit. Greg was by himself, he tells me he was clearing snow in the parking lots, he left wheels block closed for I think 2 days.
Okay.
Then he was gone, and I came in, and we had some rain, I drove up there and unlocked the place, and watching the roads, I was like, that was all icy, so I left it closed.
well, in situations where it's ice covered or snow covered,
Your discretion is what we're
Yeah.
gonna count on.
you know, if it's unsafe, then it should be locked up. I mean, the state highway ships off roads sometimes if it's dangerous, you know, the county does the same thing, so,
Looks like
you know,
it beats a lot of our bust their ass.
yeah.
Or
Or-
sliding down a hill or up, you know.
What about the drone? So like, midnight, because they're gonna have to work, right?
Yeah.
And then everything.
Hit that guardrail and go over the guardrail into that valley there that,
Jake, I can go up there and look at that river.
Thank you.
okay, yeah, let's see, next, okay, Cindy provided us with the quote for the installation of the gate, which was from Thomas Glass and More, which was $14,390. Now, for board members, I presented a proposal to the county Visitors Bureau for $15,000. I figured I rounded off to an even amount because there's always a little extra cost anytime something has to be done. And like I said, we thought we was going to get that, but they decided they would give half if we can find somebody else, or certain. I don't think they actually said half. A portion of it if we could find other sources to help out. So, and I still feel that's the way to go eventually. Only other thing I've got is people need to speak up if you got any questions, but you're by yourself right now. Have you, your applications, you got it narrowed down to who you,
I put it on my list here,
okay,
because just today I offered a job to, it's over here, a gentleman by the name of Darren Miller, he goes by the name of Darren. He was pretty excited about it when I interviewed him. I talked to him today, he said, well, they just gave me a raise at work, so I gotta go home and think about that a little bit and do some math. That's fine, when you get back, we'll get back to me tomorrow morning, or tomorrow night, after work. But I did offer him a job, and now it's on hold.
okay. Darren Miller.
But,
You,
yeah,
you have other applications though. Is that the only one you have?
He's the only one worth offering a job to
Okay.
at this point.
And it's still out there on the government website?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it has not been,
I checked it today, it's still there,
It's still
so.
I'm hoping. I don't know what else to do other than help.
Do you have a Facebook page? Do you do that? Do you? Yeah.
I have no clue how to even use Facebook.
Didn't you start one?
Yeah, and I posted the job on.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. So we need to get that out there and shared.
Yeah.
That you're looking for someone and try to get you some, applications in anyway, just so you have people to, in case he
Very
doesn't.
nice.
Hopefully he,
I unfortunately don't know anything about social media.
okay. I thought I had
I'm
seen.
sad to hear that. Because
That was on purpose.
I was,
You're
well, I was
funny,
hoping
right?
to make you an admin of that page so I could mark that off my list. I do think we need multiple admins on the Facebook page. And I think I set it up on Cindy, October maybe.
I think so, right?
So if you ever do that, let me know, cause I would like to make you an admin on that page
If I
as well.
ever learn how to go on Facebook.
We'll work with you.
I do have a Facebook account that started in, I think, 2000.
And you've never used it?
Be very honest with you,
2000?
I think
Was it even around in 2000?
No, it was when.
You sure it's not
Who
MySpace?
asked you
But no, everybody's all talking about this. Hey, I know what it was, and I thought, well, I'll try it. So, oh, you got to sign up. So, and then people are writing stuff. Literally, the one I remember is, my kids are sick. A friend of mine, I don't feel good. I'm going to bed. Why would you write that? I said, this is stupid, my opinion. And I deleted the account. And somehow everything you put on there is in the hemisphere.
Right.
And other friends are writing, what happened to you? Where do you go? And so I opened it back up just to shut those people up. I don't know.
How are you listed on Facebook, Jay?
Listen,
Okay.
I think. Someone's have it, didn't it?
No.
We'll just get it out there on social media.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, well, yeah,
And see, you know.
it's all
if-
good,
if
don't worry
the-
about it, buddy.
If the guy doesn't, I'm trying to figure out, where's this Miller live? Does he live here in town?
I don't have his application with me. I gave it to Kelly. It's either in Tell City or in Campbell. But he lives local.
I just can't place it.
That's why I built a picture that I took in the 90s.
I can't either, I don't know a lot of people.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Gotcha, okay.
You know, there's several
Thank you.
Millers
I don't
in
know.
Tell City, but
And count,
yeah,
or there was.
I can't place it. I might know him if I see him too, so.
He's lived in other areas. I don't remember where he told me. He moved off somewhere up north and then he came back.
Okay, well, just keep us informed, so hopefully by tomorrow he'll say yes or no, and we're good. As long as he passes the background check,
He
I have
did.
no problem.
That's why I found that out this morning. Then I called him, and when he got off work, he
You
called me
shoot
back.
us all a message or an email
Or
if
just
he,
let me know.
if
and
he
I can-
does not take it.
Are you on the county?
No.
It should be on the, Parks and Rec.
Yeah, okay, it should be. And we need to get Amanda's email too.
And, yeah, get Cindy and Amanda added to that.
Does anybody have anything else?
How many applicants did you actually receive, Jake, do you recall? Just
It was a very low number. I would say maybe 6.
Oh,
Two of those I called to try to speak to them on the phone, do a bit of a phone interview, go on in and talk. No answer. It makes me wonder if they were just trying to satisfy unemployment.
Probably unemployment qualification, you know, have to apply.
So there was no answers. One guy that, he was really, in my opinion, the top applicant. I believe the place is called Hardingsburg.
oh, that's quite a
They're
drive.
quite a distance away, but he was the top guy. And, but I asked, everybody asked, hey, I'm gonna find out anyways when I do your background check. Do you got anything in your background I didn't know about? And he said, well, he had a little problem, a domestic thing a while back, and he ended up getting arrested, but there's no charges, and so, okay, well, that's good, and we'll find out through the sheriff's department what's going on. And, then I talked to David Falkenberg. He said, okay, ask him a few different questions.
We want
that I
to be
didn't
careful
know.
what we talk about.
Correct.
We're on.
Yeah.
So,
And I never got a response from him. I called him, I emailed or text.
Is there maybe somebody that worked for you previously, maybe for summer help or whatever, that would be a good candidate at some point, you think? Or no?
Ma'am, I'm not from this area,
Gotcha.
so I don't have anybody that I could point a finger at unless I go back to California.
That's a long commute.
Yeah,
They have their own problems out there.
They do, that's why I'm here.
Okay, gotcha.
So no, I don't have.
Anything else? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
All Cindy second.
All the city second. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Okay, now we got there.
Thanks, Jay. Yes, yes, he was hired.
You want to come take a look?
Weeds.
Okay.
And he